Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be unboxing my August Boxycharm and then doing a try-on slash first impressions slash wear test of all of the products that I got in my box. For those of you who are not already familiar with Boxycharm, it is a beauty subscription service sent monthly. It costs $21 a month and you get 4 to 5 full-sized beauty products retailing usually in total over $100. So it is probably by far like the most value, like best bang for your buck beauty subscription I have ever tried, and they have been killing it lately. They've been giving us so many amazing things. So I'm gonna very quickly show you guys what we're getting, and then I'm gonna scooch you in closer so we can do the try on. I can show you how I created this look, and then I will check back in with you guys later to let you know how everything wore throughout the day. Also, if you're new here to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Lauren. Thank you for coming, hanging out, and chatting beauty with me. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so I hope you'll click that little subscribe button, stick around, come see Wednesday's video. And in the meantime, let's get into what's in my Boxycharm. Probably the thing that everyone was going ham about is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. So this is a $36 eyeshadow palette from Tarte. This is what it looks like. Really, really gorgeous. You get 8 eyeshadow shades in here, and I definitely am excited to show you guys how these apply on the eyes and swatch them for you, which you will see in a little bit. Then we also got a set of 3 brushes from Moda Brushes. These were really nice. I'm excited to share my thoughts with you guys. This set retails for $26 and they are really nice quality. Then we also got an eyeliner from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. This is supposed to be a waterproof gel eye pencil, and this retails for $15. I also got this Alouette face paint lip and cheek tint in the shade Blooming Berry, and this retails for $35. I've never tried anything from this brand before, so this is my first foray into them. And then last I got these Pure Cosmetics Pro eyelashes. They are cruelty free. They are able to be worn up to 30 times, and these retail for $14, which $14 for a really nice pair of lashes you can wear a lot is really not that bad. And these look gorgeous. This is the only thing I didn't try out today. I'm saving these for a special occasion. But yeah, so my mom and I are going shopping at the outlets today. We're gonna be outside, out and about, so we will see how this face holds up throughout my day. And in the meantime, let me scooch you guys closer so I can show you how I created this look. Alright, so I've already applied my foundation, concealer, my brows. I have not set anything yet, so that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm going to use this pointed brush from the Moda collection. This feels so nice, I have to say, and I love Moda brushes. So I am going to be using my NYX HD finishing powder, and I'm just going to use this to set down my foundation and concealer. Now I'm actually avoiding my cheek area right now because I know I'm going to be applying a cream cheek product and I don't want to layer like too much powder on and then put that on top because I think it's going to get weird. So I'm just kind of making sure that my forehead and my nose and chin and everything are set down. I really like that this brush is pointed because I feel like it lets me get right into the under eye and lets me like pat in very precise areas really easily. So definitely a fan of this. Now we also got this chisel brush, so I'm going to use this with my Benefit Hoola to do a little contouring. This is kind of a cool brush because it's got like a curved edge to it, so I'm kind of curious to see how this will work. Like, see, I feel like it's not picking up powder in the center, so I'm gonna try to make sure that this is evenly distributed on the brush, and then I'm gonna pat off the excess on the back of my hand so I don't end up going in too harsh on my face. And we'll just take this on the cheekbones. Yeah, see, that's like really strong. Like, I'm gonna really need to blend that out. Like, maybe for cream contouring, I could see this working a little bit better. Like, you kind of have to place it just right, but this is not exactly what I would normally use for doing contouring, so I'm gonna go back in with the pointed brush and just blend this so it doesn't look so crazy. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this brush, but I did like this brush a lot, so moving right along. The next product from the set that I want to test out is this Alouette Face Paint Lip and Cheek Tint. This looks like a lot like the Josie Maran Lip and Cheek, like creamy lip oils or whatever. The packaging is like almost identical. This retails for $35. That's a lot of money. $35 for this, and it's in the shade Berry something, Blooming Berry. Blooming Berry. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this out on the back of my hand here. All right, this is very pigmented, and okay, I was expecting maybe a different texture, but this is like a true cream product. This is what the shade looks like. That's pretty intense. So I'm just gonna kind of like shear this out. Ooh, and it almost like melts, like I thought it was gonna be more moussey, but it's almost like a liquid lipstick when it blends into your skin. So I'm going to just dot this a little bit onto my cheeks, and I'm gonna blend it in with my fingers. Smells good, smells fruity. Yeah, as you pat it in, it like blends away to like, it's not it's like tacky at all. It like feels almost like a powdery dry texture, which is really nice because I don't like cream blushes that are like really tacky or sticky. That's one of the problem I had with the like Tarte like blush cheek stain stick things. Those just tend to stay really like sticky and tacky on the skin. So that is really pretty. I actually really like the way that looks a lot. I'm curious to see how well it wears throughout the day. And I do feel like a little of this goes a long way. Like I still have a ton of product in the back of my hand, so just use it very sparingly. Otherwise you're gonna go like full clown cheek mode. I'm gonna just pop on a little highlighter quick. This is my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. This stuff makes you like glow to the freaking gods. And I'm actually using a Royal & Langnickel brush to apply this. This is one of their new, it's a highlighting glow blush from their new Metals collection. Really, really nice for highlighting. All right, so this is definitely the standout product from this month's box. It is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. This thing is gorgeous. You get, let's see, 8 shades. 8 shades here. They're all really pretty neutrals. Let's swatch a few because I'm really kind of curious as to what the texture of these is like. All right, they almost feel like creamy, like a ColourPop shadow, but not. They're a very interesting texture. They're not really powdery at all. That's pretty. And how about this gold shade up here? Yeah, these have a very different texture than like the other Tarte eyeshadows I've tried. Certainly this is not their Amazonian clay formula. So I'll be interested to see how these apply with a brush. I kind of feel like, I'm not really sure. We'll see how this goes. If we need to, we'll go in with our fingers, so we'll see. All right, I'm going to grab the Royal & Langnickel crease brush here, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. All right, so it is picking up on the brush. There's like no fallout, which is nice. And I'm just going to bop this right gently into the crease of the eye. I do actually really like the shape of this brush. It's kind of long and thin, so it gets like right in the crease very precisely. I'm kind of just doing like a gentle swiping motion to place the color. This seems very sheer, like it's very buildable, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes if you go overboard with the pigmentation, it's hard to blend out, but I don't feel like that's the case with this at all. I think I'm gonna go in with the gold shade on my lid, and I am just going to apply this with my finger. I think this will just be the easiest way to do this. Oh yeah, that shine is really pretty. And these do go on really nicely with your fingers just because of the kind of texture that they are. I'm really, really curious about this blue shade here, so I'm just gonna take the very tip of this brush and kind of swirl it in here. And I'm going to just gently apply this to the outer corner of the eye and blend it and see kind of how that looks. It's pretty pigmented. Blend that into the crease a little bit. Just kind of in the outer edge here. I feel like things are looking a little patchy, but I also feel like it's kind of difficult to blend with this brush. I'm gonna grab my Morphe 441 brush, and I'm just gonna take this and see if I can kind of blend this edge out. Yeah, this brush is really great for blending. I'm gonna go back in with some of that first shade too, and just kind of make sure everything is soft. I'm gonna grab another little shader brush here, and I'm gonna go into the sort of champagne-y shade up here. I'm going to just pop this on the brow bone to do a little highlighting. And I'm going to take the lightest shade on a tiny little like pencil detail brush here, and I'm just going to pop this into the inner corner of the eye. For the lower lash line, I'm grabbing like a little smudger brush. I'm going to go into the first brown shade we use, and I'm just going to take this along the lower lash line. And maybe grab just a little bit of that blue shade, and we're going to pop that right in the outer corner of the upper and lower lashes, just to kind of give them a little more definition. All right, so let me go do this same thing on this eye, and we'll be right back. So I definitely feel like this palette is a little bit tricky to work with. Like, I'm gonna have to play around with some different brushes because it is a very unique formula and it is more creamy in texture. I don't dislike the look that I came up with, and I'm really interested to see how well it wears. Before we do mascara, we did get a black eyeliner in this box. This is the Bella Pierre Cosmetics Gel Eyeliner in the shade Ebony. This retails for $15, supposed to be waterproof. So I am just going to apply this to my tight line. I don't want to line my lower inner rim because I feel like it's going to be too harsh for daytime. So I'm just going to kind of bring this right into my upper lashes, just to add a little bit of definition to them. It's a little stiff feeling, little not as creamy as I would have ideally liked. I'm going to make sure that I smudge this with a brush so it doesn't look too harsh. Like, it's not bad, it gets the job done, but it's not like the most creamy or pigmented eyeliner I've ever worn, and we'll see if it transfers or smudges or anything like that. Now, the last thing I got in this box are these pure false lashes, and these are gorgeous, and I absolutely am excited to wear them, but I'm not gonna put them on today because I feel like it's a little overkill for today's activity. So I'm just going to curl my lashes, apply some mascara. I'm gonna throw on a lipstick. I'm going to be wearing my new Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collab in the shade More Creamer Please. I love this, it's super pretty. So give me 2 seconds to finish this up and we'll be right back. All right, so this is my completed look. I do really like how it came out. I think it's very pretty, and I'm gonna wear this all day, and I will check back in with you guys later to let you know how everything held up. And by the magic of editing, we are back. It is 8:57 p.m. Game of Thrones starts in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, so I better wrap this up quick because you know I am not missing that. I don't think I mentioned the time earlier, but I put this makeup on around noon, and so it's been on my face for about 9 hours now. So let's talk about first this blush. This actually held up really quite well. Like, I still have a lot of color on my cheeks. I am looking a little bit shiny right now, but again, that's the foundation and it was warm today, so that is to be expected. But the cheek color held up really, really nicely. I probably would not pair this particular color again with the eyeshadow, just because I think that it's maybe more suited to a warm toned eye with the kind of like berry shades. But in general, I think it was really nice. It was pretty easy to blend, very pigmented, and gets an A+ for wear time. As for the eyeshadows, I know I'm wearing my glasses because I had to drive and it's night and I'm like blind in the dark. This actually held up decently well. I definitely can still see the blue in the outer corner of my eye. I feel like the intensity of the gold I put on the lid has worn off a little bit, but the inner corner highlight is still really bright and intense. So all in all, these held up pretty well. I definitely, like I said earlier, need to continue to play with these a little bit more to see what the best brushes to use are for applying this eyeshadow. And because I feel like it was a little bit patchy, like I don't think I did the best job blending it, but I think that's because I wasn't really familiar with the formula and didn't really use the right tools in the right way. So definitely expect some more looks with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette in the future. I'll probably be posting them on Instagram. Either way, I think it's amazing that they gave us a $36 Tarte eyeshadow palette in Boxycharm. Like, that right there is worth more than what you paid for the box alone. And so just the fact that I know that I will definitely use it, the shades are really nice and the formula seems to be pretty good. Like, even if nothing else in the box was good, I would be happy. But the rest of the box was still pretty good. The Moda brushes were very nice. I really like the pointed like powder brush. That was really good for setting under the under eye. I think that would also probably be nice for applying brush or blush or bronzer. The chisel brush I was not as much of a fan of. I found that it applied product pretty heavily. I think that might be better suited for cream contouring products, which is not something I normally do very much of, so I don't know that I will really be using that. But the crease brush was nice. I feel like that is really good for placing color more so than blending it in the crease. So that's something that I also kind of needed to learn a little bit. I think that's also part of the reason why I didn't do as great of a job with my eyeshadow application as usual. A little bit of user error there. The Bella Pierre Cosmetics eyeliner, I wasn't a super huge fan of. I felt like it was a little stiff. It was not quite as pigmented as I would like it to be, but it's fine. It's black eyeliner. I honestly don't wear black pencil eyeliner that often. I really have been kind of like on a no eyeliner eye makeup kick as per late. I've been just doing a lot of shadow, mascara, and calling it a day. So if I don't use it, I may just clean it up and pass it along to a friend or somebody else who can get more use out of it because I don't really want it to go to waste. And then last are those Pure lashes, which I'm super excited to try. I haven't used them yet, so I definitely will be using them soon. I actually really want to do a look with the new Desi Katie collab with Dose of Colors, and I think I might put those lashes on with that because it's going to be a very glam eye look, so very excited to do that. Again, I post most of my looks on Instagram, so if you're not following me, my handle is Little Blushing Birdie, so go check that out if you want to see more looks that I create. And that is it, so I'm gonna go. It is Game of Thrones time. It is time to chillax for the evening. I kind of am ready to take my makeup off as well. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your evening, rest of your day and week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.